Hello and welcome to today's stream. First of all, we're gonna take a look at the patch notes because there is a new season in Asia Bellum and also added another update 1.4.0, which means we get to see some changes, although not very many. Many changes is most of the time not the real deal. Alright, so let's have a look. We got patch 1.4, got a new unit, the Abyss, and a new survival/brawl unit with the mountain, which is interesting because I like playing survival from time to time. We'll test that out later. Some new skin rewards for the season. Some thanks skins, which I really like. And some new medals. Right, so let's get to the balance adjustments. So first of all, the hounds. Fire extinguisher range got buffed, which is quite significant buff because the fire extinguisher always falls and thrives with the amount of hounds you have at the right position, and a radius increase is always a pretty big deal because it has more reach that way and you need fewer hounds at the right position to make it work. Other than that, I think pretty good change because the hound itself has very good technologies, and I think the fire extinguisher is probably the weakest out of all of those. Because it doesn't help you kill units any faster, it doesn't move faster, no stats, nothing. And then a big one, the Arclight got nerfed. Health points went down by 14%. And the armor enhancement, if you choose to pick that, increases that pretty much back and adds a %. So if you want to run armor, that's a good change for you. And armor is dirt cheap, so you can do that. Most of the time you do not run armor because you have charge shot and EMP as options. Is this a good change? I think so. I think the Arclight is too much of a does all unit and does rarely use its main strength, the chaff clear, as its selling point. I think it's has good damage, goods all around, not just against chaff. Good versatility, can be dropped very early, has very good unit counts like extended range and whatnot. I think this is a good change because Arclights are a little bit too much played in my opinion. Talking about too much played, same thing can be said for Mustang. It loses a single attack here, but do keep in mind that the Mustang fires very fast, so decreasing the attack is actually a pretty big deal, and doubly so because the Mustang is very much affected by armor. So the more you can outscale armor, the better the unit becomes. Otherwise it's very swingy because you might have a unit that is high leveled and has armor as well. So in this case I would say a deserved nerf, and I'm not sure if Mustangs will be less picked because of this change. Probably still a little bit too strong. Specialist. Amplifier Specialist has an increased HP, which is a good thing because the Amplifier is one of the weakest things you can pick. Supply Spec gets nerfed even more, so gets another minus 100 HP. I'm not sure about that one. I think Supply Spec is already pretty sketchy when you pick it, especially in combination with Stormcallers, because your starting HP is too low to not die to Cheese Play. And the Rhino Spec HP bonus got nerfed from 0 to 200 minus. I think this is a better change than the Supply one, because the Rhino Spec only gets their money on turn 4, other than supply, and supply outscales that guy even. But the Rhino itself is more than just cash. It's a very high impact unit, and I think Rhino spec is a very, very high rated spec at the moment, so I think that is a good adjustment, I would say, overall. Both the Amplify and the Rhino. The supply I'm not sure about. I think supply spec is probably overrated. Alright, Crawler Mustang opening got increased, this is good. Everything that has Mustang in the opener, in my opinion, is weak. So Hound Mustang also gets 100 extra. Arguably even worse than Crawler Mustang. Sabertooth Fang got another 200 because the Sabertooth is just not a good unit in the early game. It gets countered by many openers and it has to be at the correct position to make an impact. Sabertooth Crawler, same thing, plus 200. And Sabertooth Arclight also plus 200 HP when starting. Right, so new variants in combination with this buff means extended range Sabertooth increases range by 30, so almost a full upgrade, but decreases HP by 40%, which is humongous amount of HP, and attack by 20, which is okay, I would say. So in terms of extended range cards, this is a pretty hefty nerf to the HP. Basically makes this unit more of a sniping marksman kind of unit and less of a tanky unit. Will also mean that the Sabertooth gets killed more easily by marksmen, especially. But also Stormcrawlers and all other units that usually trade good against the Sabertooth will counter him straight up with this setup. Same thing for mass-produced Sabertooth, because you get minus 100, which is a lot of stats, but decrease the stats by 40% in attack and HP. So very squishy again. And 100. I'm not sure if I would buy this unit because the stats of a Sabertooth is very much a selling point in itself, more than the damage of the unit, because the damage is very specific and only applies to single targets pretty much. And then last but not least, we also get improved Sabertooth now. So 20% increase in HP and decreases the attack interval by 0.6 seconds, which is obviously huge. That is a lot of reduction. Increases the cost by 50, but in my opinion, recruitment cost up by 50 is counteracted by just the attack interval alone. I think the HP is just another extra boon that you might have. So I think improved Sabertooth, if you want to play carry, is a good idea. There's just one problem. All of these are exclusive. You cannot have improved and extended range Sabertooth or mass-produced Sabertooth with extended range. Variant cards always mean they can only show, one of them can only show, and it's gonna be the only card that shows for the entire game. So don't bank on getting improved Sabertooth when you see extended range or mass-produced. Alright. The acid drop got buffed because it had to cost 50 less. I think that's fair. It's not very often picked, but it's also a very high impact spell if you don't shield it, because it lasts 2 rounds. So that's, I think, a little bit dangerous. I don't like buffing spells. Advanced defense tactics 350 to 300. I think that's a fine change because the tower buff also costs 300, and most of the time you wouldn't use this. You would only use that if you're already planning to get both the level 2 tower upgrade and you need another one. Mobile Beacon shows up earlier in the unit drops. I think that's a good change because Mobile Beacon is a great counter to Stormcaller and makes plays easier and is a part of the tower buff anyway. So Mobile Beacon is a little bit funny because you can buy it from the drop for 50, but you are paying another 50 for not just skipping. So the Mobile Beacon is the same from the tower as it from the drop, but you can have the options to get 2. So if you want to have multiple Mobile Beacons, that is going to be a buff for you because it shows up earlier and is pickable earlier. Heavy Armor Mustang I don't care about because that card is not good. Also comes on earlier. Assault Fang, same thing. Got attack bonus increased from 40 to 50%, but it still reduces range, which is one of the worst things you can do for a unit like the Fang. Units that are very squishy and glass cannon usually tend to perform worse when given more attack for range decrease. Mass-produced Fortress nerf got a little bit reverted. Now they are back at 35%, probably because Fortress is not in a very good spot when it is mass-produced, because the Fang spawn got already nerfed, so they're putting this back up to counteract the Fang spawn nerf that came at the same time. Heavy Overlord got attack reduction less. Not sure about this one because I do not play Heavy Overlord. Makes it way more tanky and reduces the attack. I don't know. I'm neutral on this one. I have no idea. Underground Threat got nerfed, finally. Probably the best spell in the game. The cheapest and the best. And there is gonna be 12 less crawlers in the entire pack. So 1/4 less, 25%, however you want to call it. That is a big deal because the Underground Threat often tries to overpower other crawlers that are already there. And now if we have 2 packs of crawlers, they will beat the Underground Threat for sure. I think that's a great change. I think Underground Threat is as strong as it is, so either the price needed to go up or the effectiveness needed to go down, and they do not touch the price here. Then Money Making Module got nerfed, costs 50 more now. I think Enhancement Module, if you pick it early, is still strong enough. I think it's a little bit overrated. People pick it too often, I would say, but still it does make you a lot of money, especially if you pick it early. So I think it's a fine nerf. All the subsidized cards, so Mustang, Arclight, Marksman, all get moved 1 level up, so you can profit of those later. That is relevant for some units like the Arclight, because the Arclight needs to get units down early to catch XP and to counter opposing chaff. For the Marksman, I'm not sure about the one, to be honest. I think the Marksman is fine getting a subsidized Marksman on level 3. I think that doesn't make sense. Mustang as well. Most of the time you can't afford them on level 2 while picking this card as well, which is 100. Then Improved Melting Point is also from level 1 to level 2. I don't think that makes much of a difference. It might, because you might get offered Improved Melting Point twice, and you can use this card to block melting points from appearing on the round 3, 4, 5 drop. So it can be relevant, but it's not relevant for the power level of the card, I think. I mean, it's not a card that you care too much about in terms of cost, because melting points are already that expensive. Right. You can change the difficulty levels of AI in 2 vs 2 Brawl Lobby games. I like that one. Because 2 vs 2 was a super janky and useless AI. You couldn't teach your homie how to play the game in AI. It didn't work when you want to play 2 vs 2. So I think that's a great change. Spectres can see the specialist selection timer, which is also interesting because it tells you how much of a priority a player has. If he picks the spec instantly, or if he thinks about it a long time, we can tell how much time was actually invested into thinking about that and how much the priority is worth to the player. And then we get another countdown clock, and this time it's when running out during the specialist section. I really like this, because oftentimes you will tap out, the game will give you a quick beep, but oftentimes you still need to wait a long time because your opponent has a potato PC, and thus you could actually get a random specialist because you didn't pick any. So I think that's a great change, just in terms of countdown in general. I think is easy to implement and good in general. Yeah, overall I don't think it's a very big patch. However, I think the Arclight nerf is probably the biggest impact here. Mustang nerf, I don't know. New variants in the pool also means it makes stronger cards weaker because they show up less often. And I think other than that, the reinforcement cards, we will have to see how impactful that is. But for sure the underground threat nerf is a very good one. Alright. Let's switch scenes real quick. Let us see the new unit real quick. The unit is called Abyss. It's a flying Titan unit, so very expensive, just like the War Factory. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's the same slot as the factory as well. Same size. Costs 200 upkeep per round, just like the War Factory, but it does target air and ground. The question is, does it target air and ground at the same time? I believe it does not. And in terms of stats, probably not a unit that you want. There's a lot of small units on the board. It has 3500 damage, but the damage gets applied all over this line. It looks like it can only shoot one target at the time. It's either air or ground, but not both. Very inefficient targeting. So by no means a unit that can shove clear at all. Let's see a different one. The usual suspects, let's say. Now, an important thing to note here is if there is a unit that has a 3 square model, it will get hit more often by the beam in one swipe than a unit of just 1 or 2. So the best thing that this thing can kill is itself and other giant units, aka War Factories. As you can see there, way better performance in this case, just because these units all have not enough HP to tank the factory, and they can't outrun the factory. So the faster the units are, the worse this thing will also be. Another thing would be units with a barrier effect. See how that goes. Does pop the barrier, but does not kill both hackers. And then my interesting part would be, how about the dreaded fortress spam? This is a good testing scenario because the fortress does actually come in big groups, has a good footprint, is played quite often, and also does not very well into War Factory. So this is something where they could compete. So one-shots the shield on the first fort, but takes a pretty long time to kill the fort itself. So 3 sweeps. Minimum. Alright. Let's get the big boy out. We will upgrade them, because this is a more likely scenario that some forts will have already upgraded. See how that one goes. Still almost one-shots the shield here. But this is where the interesting part comes. Can we actually kill the fortress? Needs 5 swipes to kill a level 2 fort. Without a shield. Right, so let's add some Gribblies on the other side. Because what we also would need to know is, let's say we have the chaff clear solved. How does this one deal with the forts once they have the dreaded anti-air barrage? Let's say you went Phoenixes before. How well can this thing tank for a Phoenix behind this? Because it doesn't have to kill the fortresses. It might be fine just tanking as a big air blob. Alright, as we can see, anti-air deals just fine. Because it has a humongous model size and is in the air. So let's do it different. We will remove 2 fortresses, so we got 800 versus 800. Looks like we need 2 to 3 barrages. Okay. I think it takes long enough. I would say anti-air barrage does counter that, but only if you have enough forts here. However, I would not say it's a good giant killer at that point. Probably needs to be on equal level to perform well. Let's see the big boys in action. War factory coming in. Alright. 4 sweeps. No, that is not a very likely scenario. Most likely, this would be something like this. And if the factory does actually show up, it oftentimes does the good old armor buff. So let's see about that one. So your opponent has cheesed you with a war factory, you don't want to buy a melter for some reason. What does this guy do? So it's 6 shots so far. 7. Okay, so 12 shots. And it shoots the beam. It says 4 seconds, but a beam takes 2 seconds, so it shoots every 2 seconds as a attack cooldown. So one would assume this will take about the time of shots times 2. So I'm gonna say way longer than anything I would expect this one to kill. Is it fast enough to kill a factory? I don't know. But the thing is, it can't be attacked by a factory, and that is actually quite a big deal. Now, in terms of unit tech, we do have efficient maintenance, which means we get to reduce the upkeep by 150, but we make all our techs more expensive. Plus 40 range, base range is 100, which is not that good. It's not short, but it is pretty short when considering you will try to fight stuff like Phoenixes and Overlords. All of these units have more range, melting points especially. So my question when there's a big unit like this coming up is how does that do against the melting point? So let's say we actually take the promote here. And we just do what every opponent does when he sees big unit. He drops a melter. This is obviously not normal value. It does straight up one-shot the melter, okay. So we have 2 versus 2. And it would 2-shot. But on equal level, the melter does actually win out. Now this melter is only worth 800 and this thing is 1200 with an upgrade. The level 3 melter is very relevant because it is a unit drop that can show up. And is also killed within 1 attack interval. Okay. Let's see the difference in range. Range should make a bit difference because a melter is very slow. But it looks like it still does not win because the beam got interrupted halfway through. Let us demote the melter and see if it does anything. Okay, so just two-shot the melter now. It will do so before the melter does any damage. So range difference is pretty huge here. But this is where it gets scary, because the melter does have a increased range just by default, and if it takes a range upgrade, should actually kill this. And he does. Okay. So can the Abyss counter the melter in terms of range? No. We have Swarm missiles, which launches 46 missiles at ground units, by the way, not air units, and each damages by 550 on a range of 200. So I would expect this to counter a melting point with range. Let's see if it works. There we launch, and there we go. So this thing will actually get the melter down. Now to keep it fair, we will grab absorption module and upgrade this bad boy. This is something the Abyss should lose, unless the missile barrage does him in. Nope. That is quite an easy no. So in terms of melter techs, that is the only two relevant. Can we adjust the MD techs on the Abyss here? Abyss has a vertical sweep which increases attack by 30%. Can click that as well. Keep in mind this is super duper expensive and this one is not. Yeah. So as long as this melter has energy absorption, it is unkillable for a Abyss. Package recycling is killing units, restores HP. That is just a overall thing. So let's try that one. Do we have any tech that allows us to beat the melter? We can spawn a Wraith. I think that it would be something to consider. However, the level 1 Wraith should not help. Not against melter tech. Let's try it. The Wraith does get spawned in front and is actually just as fast as the Abyss. But as you can see, it's not close. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and say melter cannot lose to a Abyss unless the Abyss is over leveled and one-shots the melter in one go. Now my question would be, what if this unit was level 1? Has range advantage now. And this melter here is just level 1 with absorption. Can we still beat that? I would say we cannot. Alright. So how about a range decrease on the melter? Way too blind for this mode here. Where the hell is my melter? There it is. So this melter does only have absorption. And it looks like a melter, as soon as it has this upgrade, will beat this unit no problem. Next tech. Some people like to run crawler spawn. So how about that one? Because we already know that Abyss is not that good at dealing with chaff. Also seems to work. So I think it's safe to say the Abyss can kill the melter only if you have superior chaff clear. So the tax I would probably run is range, because it's necessary. Wreckage recycling, because HP restorage is pretty nice, especially if you're feasting on high HP units. Efficient maintenance, because I don't think you can use this unit as a finisher, pretty much. Photon coating can be good, because if this thing gets EMP'd, you're losing all the value. Swarm missiles, as you see, does a great amount of burst, has decent splash. So I think it can be a good upgrade. And vertical sweep just to snipe towers and annoy units in the backline. I think that's the main selling point of the Raiden when it was released, that it could one-shot towers through an entire chain of units, and it could also one-shot Phoenixes way in the back randomly. So I'm gonna say this is probably something you can use, although it is very, very expensive. This unit already has some trouble with its pricing. We'll see. My guess is gonna get a buff pretty soon. It's probably a little bit under stuffed right now, but might actually increase its efficiency once they know what they want to do in the roster. Alright. Do we want to run armor? I think as long as there's no steel ball nerf, I would still run charge shot on my arclights here. Fire extinguisher I'm not sure about. I think having incendiary bomb is more interesting than having fire extinguisher. I don't think you can not use the other tags. Armor enhancement is just if you want to click those two. This does very well into Mustang, and incendiary bomb is something that you can force Mustangs with. So I think I will stay as it was before. Anything with the Sabertooth? The extended range Sabertooth, by the way, will not increase the secondary armament, I'm gonna guess. Which makes the secondary armament even worse of an upgrade if you're gonna pick that card. So not sure about that one. Feed maintenance can actually counteract the minus 40% or whatever it was when you get an extended range and the mass produced as well. So mass produced saber spam with feed maintenance could actually be interesting. I still don't think that's good, but you know, might be. Maybe. And I think that's it, right? Yeah, other than that, I got a bunch of skins. Because I got the reset. We had 1700 MMR now, because we dropped a lot with the reset. Which happened yesterday, so everybody loses some MMR. And now we have to go back up again. I think actually even my Smurf will probably have less MMR than it did when I started. Alright, so no Hound cheese is possible. We have a supply spec nerfed, a amplify spec buffed. Do we try that? I think I would still rather have the supply. Got giant spec on our opponent. Almost like I wanted. Actually, let's do keep them back a little bit because the Stormcallers might hit me. We just go for the cross. This is a new skin I bought. It's the Golden Sledgies. Applied to all levels. All right. Good start for us. We still have the Hound option open if we wanted. Ooh, extended range Sledgies. Do we want that? Outside storms too. Interesting. Sheet airdrop is not that interesting, I think, into the existing stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and say Substorm is probably worth picking up here. Do we take an upgrade here? I mean, why not, right? Okay, this is a streamer or something? Okay, it goes for the shield airdrop, interesting. Now this time we will have some trouble, because there is more crawlers on the field and we still don't have any chaff clear. But it's sledgehammers. I mean, you can't go wrong with sledgehammers most of the time, and our Stormcallers do eventually make it. But it's okay. Okay, I have no clue what that means. Looks like he's losing his shield. Feels good, man. Would be a shame if it went down. Okay, I could drop some phoenixes here. I mean, it's a pretty good drop for him. He could also go Scorpion if he feels very greedy. It doesn't have anything against the Wasp and the Wraith at the moment. I think I would like the Phoenixes here. Got another marksman leveled. Very nice. Get some more storms. Oops. Sorry, I was stepping out. A little bit of crawlers here. Oh yeah, I have weird text on this account. Maybe I should go through those and check what I'm doing here. Let's get that check. HP ammo on him, okay. I'm not sure if making your Stormcallers weaker against Sledgehammers is the right play. Ah, he's gonna get my Phoenix. Very sad. But at least it's only one Phoenix, right? So opponent is losing this round. And that one pretty handily, I would say. Incendiary. Or External. I never played against him, I think. But, you know, I can't read Chinese, so I might be wrong on that one. And I wouldn't even be able to tell you. Mind, do we pick the spell here or do we pick the heavy armor? Probably has to be Incendiary. I don't know why these guys always feel it's necessary to talk in all chat, but apparently they do. Do we upgrade the Phoenixes? I don't know about that one. I think I'd rather not. It's pretty forward. Okay, does not do anything, but he drops a crawler straight into the fire. That's nice. So essentially I'm just using the fire to stall for one more turn. Because right now he already used a terrible upgrade on the Stormcaller, so we have no rush here. Our Stormcallers beat everything he has just by themselves. I think I could have gotten away with building 2 more. Okay, there's the buffed acid blast. Now only 200. Actually, was this guy even the guy chatting, or is this a different one? No, it's not. Okay. Ampli-Core, Portable Shield, Acid Blast. I mean, what do we need Acid Blast against? I mean, he has Giant Spec, maybe? Maybe? Does he drop Fortress this round? If he doesn't, it's a great move to just spam Wasp here. Could also go Wraith. Wraith does die to the Phoenixes. I think I will just drop drop a few birds. Actually, let's split them at least a little bit. This does not look good for him. Look at that, shield value. Double shield value, because he will respawn. Wow, his Phoenix is doing a great job this time though. Wonder what changed. Oh, my Phoenix disappeared. Oh, I got the range. Right. Of course. Makes sense. Didn't expect that from a Giant Spec, to be honest. Oh, there's the Hounds. Is this the time for the Houndage? I have no idea how good Hounds are versus Stormcallers, to be honest. Let's try them. I mean, I was a Hound player yesterday. Need range? Sure. Okay, he does scanning radar. Interesting. Does lone and temperate as well, okay. Not really sure why he feels he needs that upgrade, to be honest. Okay, so scanning radar just went down. Oh, tower debuff is bad though. Come on. Nope. Can't make it. I wonder why he upgraded the arc lights in this turn, because there was no reason to do that, to be honest. But he felt like he needed to, apparently. We do not have fire on our dudes here. Oh, look at that. Is this a new animation? I don't think I've seen that one before. That's cute. So, one more Phoenix over here. Okay, he does oil me as well. Ah, I can't even make the connection. That's terrible. Didn't think he would do exactly one corner. Maybe I should have went just a little bit more forward. But to be honest, he still does have more units than me that run into the fire, so it's not even that good in terms of just plain unit killing efficiency. I don't think. For those who don't know, the Farseer does not buff air units, by the way, so if you're running a Phoenix board, the range increase from the Farseer's bubble does not work for you. It's a little bit sad, but just the way it is. And it's not mentioned anywhere in the tooltip either, which is very sad. But you know. Wow, he does survive. Barely. Alright, Phantom Ray, Wraith, Scorpion. Typhoon. Oh, my upgrades here, my goodness. I don't even have oil on this one. Can go for a little scorpion cheese here. What does he do? He clicks Elite Marksman, okay. And he takes a naked scorpion and sets the second scorpion. Okay. I think if he survives this turn, I will grab a some Firehounds. Because we still have some chaff clear issues because of the start. But we might get away with just dropping some fire here. It's such a wonky game here. I should have just played my normal marksman. Yeah, no chance. He has way too many fangs. No, GG. In this case, I was just trying to see if I can make the hounds work, but I think deploying Vulcans, anything that does fire damage, because if somebody comes up with this kind of fang line, you always need a maximum amount of just normal units. That's fine. So first thing we need to do is a bunch of changes here. This is horrible. Because we could have done it with the Phantom Racer, there was no problem, but I'm running HE for some reason. Don't need shield, we just need burst sometimes. What else was missing? I had a bunch of stuff here. Marksman. I'm not sure if I'm running. Do I run EMP on the Phoenixes? I think I do. I think I don't need that. Shooting squad, I think I will take off for now. I'm not sure what I'm running on the other account. Might be quick reload, to be honest. Because I just wanted to run some tests with that. Oh yeah, a Stormcaller doesn't have incendiary bomb. I hate HE. Okay. That would have been a great turn, by the way, to drop fire and be done with him. Because we were very behind on the chaff there. And the Farseer play was not it. That could have been countered easily. Anything else? Wraith is fine, I think. Sure. And she's fair, okay. Alright, this way we get a Hound opener. I think I will just keep on trying what I did last time. This is obviously a better spec, a nerfed spec. There's a new Tic Tac. Sure. That looks like a good start, because he doesn't have any arc lights. He does have some money for missiles, so probably need a crawler unit here. Does not look good. Hounds are not very strong at killing these towers in this kind of game. Ooh, level 2 crawler even. Phantom Rays 2. And Tarantula level 2 is very bad for us. Because it does well against all of this. I think we missile over here. He goes for the complete sledge line, okay. Interesting. I think he parked them a little bit too close, but he doesn't have range on those. So I guess we can go Scorpion. He went for the Phantom Rays. It's a lot of money he got, but it's supply spec, so I mean, it does make sense. Nano repair redeployment is really annoying for me. We could also redeploy this Hound. Nano repair kit. A little bit too greedy, I think. I'll just try to get away with the cheap version. Actually, I don't mind too much if we hit that. Who would have guessed that he also buys a second one? Alright. It's fine though, he's fully committing to the sledges. And that is absolutely fine with me. Because it is a unit that you can counter. As long as he doesn't build chaff, we are good. He has huge value on me because of the freaking shields though. Ew, incendiary bomb. Nerfed underground threat. Probably need a second rocket here. Hmm. I will try to greet it. Okay. Some crawlers turn, but not enough, I think. No, still gonna get debuffed. I mean, it was obvious though, because we cannot do anything about his redeployment module. That will kill us no matter what we do. And we need Scorpions this turn, or we die to Sledgehammer disregardless. I think we die anyway, because the matchup is really, really bad. But that is just the way the game goes. Javelin, I mean, he's gonna put down 2 more shields, because he seems to be a very, very greedy player. So 2 more Scorpions. This does not kill Phantom Race though, it does not, okay. We'll attempt a snipe here. One more missile. And he prepares to take this missile with the crawler, so the Phantom Ray can be redeployed later. And there's the double shield again, yep. Looks like we dealt with the backline for now. We are still missing Hound range right now. Just a little bit sad, but other than that, looks pretty good. But next turn is gonna be Cheese City. We already know that. Volcano, very, very good for him. Not so good for me. Raiden is good. Sandworm is good. I think I will stay with the Raiden on the flanks. Mrs. Strike that. Do we need range? I think we do. Some crawlers to drag him away. We're gonna get killed by air here. Yep. So the problem is, if I deploy Wasp or something like that here, I think we still lose to the Phantom Ray Cheese, which was obviously coming. So I was thinking maybe just go through frontal assault and then try to win this stuff later. But I think we are just too behind on this game. No way we attack him. I like his response though. I think Mass Legis is a good idea when you are dealing with Hound aggression. I usually don't like playing Hound on the front line, but I mean it's Sarah's setup. Of course he's gonna sit at the front of the enemy. That's what he always does. Alright, Incendiary Bomb. Deployment module makes this even more annoying. Skip that. Yeah, I think it has to be Wasp here, right? I didn't see how else you come back from killing Raidens here. Or actually, do we just commit to the Raidens? Could also do that. Try to out-air him. I'm not too sure what to do with the 100 here. Probably have to missile this. Have to missile that for sure. I don't think we need Hound upgrades whatsoever, so I think a missile here is valuable. So what we need here is Mustangs or some sort of chaff clear. Yeah, this Raiden will lose this fight, unfortunately. Oh, maybe. Tower debuff. Alright. So now we are one upgrade ahead. Almost. Okay, so this is the problem turn now. Photon emission, I think I can grab that, right? He might go EMP here. I think that is actually valuable. Up the tower. Crawler in the middle to keep him occupied. I can't afford EMAC. That would be such a nice move to have. Okay, he does it defensively. Oh, shielded fangs. That is quite annoying. He has range, but he's still under range because he chose Fork. Let's see if we can still eke out a air win. He did hit temp range though, so we do not have the necessary range. Okay, we do win that side. But we do not win the tower war. Oh no. Come on. Nope. It's enough though. If the Raidens survive, we win. Nope. We do not. Goddamn shielded fangs, look at that. Okay. Acid blast, iron. Iron has to be. Always iron. Where do we iron? Probably here. Does he move? No, he does not. I'm betting that he does not. Okay, so we'll try to take his range away. So that's Scorp, because we don't need it. Do we hit fire here on the doggos? For sure we're gonna missile that stuff, because we need to get rid of the fangs. And he does also iron. I'm not sure if the iron will hit my Raidens though, does it? Oh, I also missed his Raidens, wow. I guess it did move a little bit afterwards. Ah, he has EMP as well. Why does he outrange me though? I don't really get that one. I think it's just because there's fangs in the way. Can't really imagine otherwise. But I mean, he should win. If I had killed him on the Raiden transition turn, he would have died, no problem. But the fangs did me in there. Good performance by the Raidens though, like both of them. Alright, so aggressive dogs, not really my favorite. Makes it way too obvious what you're trying to do. Unfortunately, there is not a single game here where I would use the unit. What the hell is this? Okay. Alright, so missile spec, I really dislike that one. That is not something I would like to play. I can go training spec here. It's a okay pack, I would say. Quick supply is meh because of the spider. We could go for quadruple spider aggression, I guess. Training spec. Saber and crawler and fire badger, so it seems to be pretty aggressive. Yep, there he is. Okay, this is gonna be interesting because the Arclight has decreased stats now. Don't think it's relevant in this kind of match, but it is relevant in the Hound Mirror for sure. Good thing we have the Arclight level 2 on this side. Because that is a lot of crawlers to kill. And there's no better unit for the job. Look at that beast. Ooh, smart marksman. Do we marksman? Do we rhino assault? Also a very good spell. Yes, we have to, right? I think there is no option. So in case he's going hounds, we can hit the Arclight button. He goes rhino drop as well, okay? Probably here. Yeah. My rhino drop is closer to the tower, so if he doesn't defend that, he is gonna get debuffed before me. He dislikes Stormcallers, okay? Who'd have guessed? Stormcallers actually do lock my Arclights. That is rather unfortunate. However, they will probably get destroyed before that comes a problem. Yep. Oh, actually one Stormcaller did survive. God damn it. I almost got the Rhino down here, my goodness. Ooh, quadruple marksman. Now I wish I had the the respective. Do we pick that though? I mean, the Wasp is better, right? The Wasp protects us from Fire Badger cheese that will most likely come. We will also invest into a frontal crawler. Ah, who would have thought? People love playing Wasp. I don't know why, but it's a jump drive Wasp as well. Good thing we have the sides covered for now. And Fire Badger in the front. Okay. Very weird choice, but that's fine. And he drops a bunch of fangs here that will kill my wasp. That's actually a really bad matchup here, because our wasp didn't target his wasp at all. And he has some fangs to kill ours with. Wow. Very, very bad turns of events here. That's gonna be very, very annoying. Mass produced saber, super heavy armor. All not stuff we want. Skip that. Okay, he does actually go for full Fire Badger gameplay. Interesting. Does he stay with the wasp here? Okay. Maybe I should have tried to beacon this wasp over here. Could have been a play. I put the oil very far back, so if it ignites, hopefully it's gonna ignite late, so we get the fangs done as well. Or it doesn't ignite at all, which would also been fine with me. Right, so now he has to sell out of the wasp. Iron Blast is great. Storm is also great. I think Iron Blast is actually stronger. Upgrade the arc lights. Oh, he picked up Mustangs last round. Didn't even see that one. So last arc lights we will deploy for this turn. Get our stats back. Wasp have been jump drive back, but they still don't have Aries back, so I think we should be able to beat that, right? Our Arclight line gets punished pretty hard by the Iron Beam, but we also got a very good Iron Beam on him. And I deployed more Arclights, so not a thing he can do. I like this. The Wasp back here, they will protect us against this kind of jump drive shenaniganery. So this is where the Phantom Rays come in. Drop some oil on these fools. So the Rhino is coming this turn for both of us. I think I will actually drop him on the same side as the Wasp. I can't imagine that he keeps them there. And I think it's time for Elite Marksman. Probably even range. We both drop oil here? Same idea. Interesting. I mean, he's the guy that has Mustangs on the board, though. I don't think he has much interest in spreading flammable liquid across the map. Hey, look at that, my Rhino actually makes it. Although a little bit too late. I wonder what happened to my Wasp here. It's a little bit weird. It's fine though, we still make it. Alright, I think it's time for the big boys. Oh, I don't run Interceptor on this War Factory. Whoops. That is not good. That is not bueno. Right, let's hope the Vulcan gets something done here. Oh, he is getting wrecked by the Mustangs. -1 attack, by the way. I mean, the War Factory kind of does something, but it's not much, to be honest. And somehow we still lose our freaking Wasp to random stuff on the ground. I mean, the Vulcan drop wasn't really that great, to be honest. Losing the air fight here. Evac blast. sure. I think we will keep the war factory here as well. I mean, I think I will just go for the Mustangs here. I mean, Ignite. Okay. I mean, the burning did kind of stop, but we're still too behind on the Mustang drops. So that's gonna be a little bit painful. Fortress. Ah. Actually, I think I just want the Mustangs ironed here. And other than that, I think it's just bunch of wasp. Alright, can we dodge the iron beam? Yes, we can, okay. That's nice. We also destroyed a lot of the blue Mustangs in the back there. And the rest should be fine with just arc lights, right? Oh, he actually has a photon emission, so we have to pretty much hit the middle here. So I'm gonna go for the cheese turn and see if we can eke out a win that way. Oh, could not plant my unit there. That's gonna be pretty painful here. Because I didn't get my shield down. Wonder how my Phantom Ray died though. I did not even see that one spawning in. No EMP, nothing. He didn't click anything. But I think we are just getting Mustanged here. The Mustang is a must-have unit. If you don't have it, you lose the game automatically. Abyss, nah. I think Vulcan is correct. So much lag. Holy moly. I guess the Mustangs just kill everything and he kills me with Abyss now, right? Doesn't really tell you much about the state of the Abyss, by the way, it just tells you about the state of the Mustangs. Like an incredible powerful unit. We have the Marksman though. Goes straight for the Swarm Missile, interesting. Ah, not enough though. GG. That was a Mustang game from front to back. Fire Badgers did okay, I would say. But not really that good. Phantom Rays were just a bunch of cheese and the rest was all Mustang. I think when the time was right, I should have just invested more into Mustang myself. The problem with the Wasp is it gets hard countered by the setup of the Mustang, so there's no choice there but to take your own. Yeah, the Abyss. I mean, the Abyss is good if there's no carry units on the board, but it's a giant, so kind of hard to not have carries against you. And if they have anti-air capabilities, you instantly die, as you saw there. Those were marksmen without any double shot, without anti-air, nothing. Nada. I like the idea with the missiles of that unit, but I think the missiles do not have independent targeting. They target all the same, and thus overkilling a lot of units instead of spreading the damage like they're supposed to. But again, this is more of a targeting issue, I believe. We'll see. I could play some quick ball. Don't like fortify. Yeah, quick ball it is. Not going on the line because he's a Typhoon spec. Probably need to drop arc lights here. Knew it. Good old tower debuff. Yeah, another Rhino Assault. I would like the extended range Phoenixes here. I think I will actually try to drop that. Or do we? Nah, just in there. Just get it in there. We could missile back here. I think I will actually just missile this. Just in case he does something with the Rhino that I don't expect. He does nothing. Okay, that's great. He does. Oh, he does take quick teleport. Okay, so we need to be a little bit careful here. And he also missiles. Nice. Alright. We could go into marksman here. Intensive training is good too. I think I will go for an intense here. Always good on steel balls. I think we'll go anti-air this turn. There comes a cheese arclight, okay. Why though? So I guess he's trying to drag units back there? So Scorpion is pretty nice against the Typhoon. Farseer. Good against all kind of cheese. Sledgehammer same. I think I will actually take the Sledgehammer. I'm missing a frontline unit here. We will respect the Arclight and all the other drops he might get here by dropping a steel ball. Drop a Stormcaller to get rid of those fangs. Same thing here. That's it. Oh, look at that. That's exactly why we deployed the steel bolts, by the way. Because we have range on those. So one flank is down, other one is still alive, and the front was completely shafted. Ooh, Javelin. I'd actually just Javelin this one. That is quite a juicy. So it's now steel ball range time. Add chaff in front of the Rhino. Add some sledges there. Do we alone for this? I mean, it's a level on the steel ball. It's very powerful. Hmm. Yeah, I think so. And this one will just fortify because there will be more cheese here. Yep, there we go. If somebody deploys cheese against you, you can be certain he's gonna drop cheese again. Wraith is just a one cheese turn play again, and then he's toast. Has the same race tax as I would. Downside is he's gonna get levels now. Okay, melting point, even better. We could also go fast here, so we get an EMP effect on him. Raiden also very good. I actually like the Raiden pick. So we nuke that. Grab EMP. Drop the Rhinos straight in front and get rid of that arc light. Actually, that might have been a game where we could drop the new giant, because he can't escape from the flank, and we can target multiple units at once, and there's not going to be much chaff either. Okay, are we a Hound believer? Because I don't think the rest here looks very cool. We could go Marksman. Yeah, let's try it. Typhoon spec. Okay. He goes fronted wedges, so he expects aggression, I guess? A bit weird. Okay. And a front crawler. So he gets a nice little middle pull, but then I also split afterwards, which is not that great for him. I don't know. He just lost 2 Stormcallers to just his own positioning, so I'm not sure this is really something you want to do. Oh, look at that. No more steel balls. We can also deploy a fire badger here, because it does very well into his board. Can't be stopped. Steel ball is always nice with level 2. I'll actually try this one. Scorpion, straight up on the flank. What the hell? Consider me confused. So he goes Rhino, Scorpion, straight in my face. Okay. I guess that will work, because I don't have anything defending my tower. But the fire badgers also massacred half his board. Let's see if the hounds can actually finish the Scorpion. Come on. They can. Rhino Assault. Was Swarm. think I will call in the Wasp here, because can hopefully assassinate that Rhino. I think I will sell the Badger this turn, because we really want the Hound deploys, and then the Hound Rage. Oh, actually these dogs are off center. Whoopsie. Okay. Wow, that was a weak missile, but at least the Wasp are not taking my tower, they're just following. Yeah, but Operation Wasp looks pretty good. They are taking out the Scorpion here. For nothing, pretty much. And that's a leveled boy as well. Yeah, now they're finding the Fangs though, that's not good. But I think we have so many Hounds left, I mean, we have all the time in the world to finish these off, right? Do we do advanced? Ooh. Yeah, probably. We're missing 100 to get the Mech Rage out. That's very, very sad. Maybe you just sell the sledge, right? Sure. Okay, he ranges the Scorpion, so now it's serious business. We need more crawlers in front, so he stops blowing up my poor doggies. And we also need DPS. Need Phoenixes here. Boats would be fine. All kind of units. Oh, he also took advanced power system. Interesting. So I guess we are now both quick, and he's trying to pull a ASIM on us. There's the Overlord that I was calling for. I guess we will take that. we drop another boat here? Do we just commit? Okay, we both oil each other and he goes Mustangs, okay. I think we are fine with that. Because our doggies can hit the armor upgrade and then the Mustangs do not like it. I will take the lose the tower to crawlers here. Oh, maybe not. The boat actually does something. Come on. There we go. Very nice. Could hit a EMAC here. I think I like this shield because I can make a big overlord here. Ah, it's level 3 tower. Oh no. I didn't even see that when I was buying the steel boards. That's bad. Okay, he emacs me and he double missiles. Okay. I mean, I don't mind the missile. And he goes melting point with range. Okay. So he's on the full I need scorpions and I need metascopium. That's actually pretty good for us. Yeah, we still can't clear the freaking crawlers. We don't have enough units in here. Maybe I should have went for fire this turn, right? Just any fire source. Okay. Yeah, this Steeber was a big mistake though. That was not my intention there. Could actually go for Splash here, because that is pretty powerful against all the units on board. He gets some more Scorpions in the back here. Okay, good thing we deployed the Overlord. Yeah, our Hounds are actually dying to the Mustangs, so I think if we hit the armor, we should have the turn that we need to annihilate him. Okay, never mind. He's already dead, but I think if he survives this round, if we hit the armor button, we win. Because he can't out-damage these doggies. Doesn't have the proper attacks. He has high explosive, which is very bad against this kind of play. Yeah, and then the end, we can also just drop Subterranean, more crawlers, and I think that is probably enough to kill him anyway. Right, quick toilet break, we'll be right back. Alright, let's get back to it. So I think I will play one more and then I will switch to the survival mode for once. So we can actually make use of the new units. I think the Scorpion strategy is not really the way to go against the doggies. The problem is you're falling behind too much. And you die to air. You die to any kind of carry unit. You die to more chaff. Okay, this time we will not play the dogs, because that is bad mojo. I hate the Mustang opener. Even with 5000 HP, I don't care. Fancy spec, training spec. think I will actually take the training spec, has way more HP and I like steel bolts, so... Oh, look at that, he's steel bolt typhoon. Ugh. So I guess we have to go charge shot arclight here. I think I will just straight up go Mars arclight here. And since everybody seems to love to be on this flank, I will actually deploy my units here too. We probably need fangs, right? Ooh, he goes normal deployment against this, okay. I think I still like that, I just don't like this one freaking ball from escaping. That is not nice. But that can be fixed with just a mobile beacon or anything like that. No, we lose the level 2 arclight, this is so bad. Not the steel ball. Ah, it's fine though. Arclights will still farm this board. Improved Wasp. I mean, can be good. I will skip though. I think I would rather have Mustangs as my backup. Look at that. He goes more dogs. Okay, this is what we want to see. The first one to deploy Chaff loses this game. And he didn't even level the ball. This is heresy. Oh, he goes for a Phoenix. Ugh. Dirty air cheese. Doesn't matter though, the game is over before he does anything. And as I was already saying, we need Mustangs on this board, so absolutely no problemo. Do we deploy a Mustang this turn? Oh, actually, Marksman, Fang, Wasp. Did he take Improved Wasp? He did not, otherwise it wouldn't have dropped, right? I mean, Marksman is pretty strong into this board. Fang is also good because we don't have any Chaff. Yeah, I think I would just take the Fangs here, I mean. Do we deploy anything here? I think I will just deploy 2 marksmen. one crawler in the corner in case he tries something funny. That's actually I wanted to do a one missile here, but that's fine. He doesn't do anything with the phoenixes, okay? But he does take the quadruple fang drop, which is a good play. Look at that. Good stuff. Over here we need some more Arclights and we need Mustangs. Pretty badly now. Haste module, advanced targeting system. I think that's all rather expensive, but I will take the haste here so we don't get out of position. So last deploy of Arclights, one more steel ball, and I guess next up is gonna be Mustangs, right? Yeah, now we have the proper Hound line versus proper Arclight line, just that I have more Arclights. Now he jump drives out, but we still have the marksman repositioning rather quickly because of the haste module. And if we don't want to have him anymore, we can already sell him. This guy is very disrespectful to his steel balls, I must say. Typhoon in the middle, okay. So we are missing crawlers and we're missing Mustangs, so basically we have to elite recruit all the way now. Look at that level 2 speedball. Being a good boy. Nice. These fangs stall this game out so the speedball can do something? Nope. He just dies. Feels bad, man. Oh, look at that. Subsidize PC fault. Not exactly what I had in mind, but that's fine. Will not take the enhancement for sure. I mean, orbital has to be called here. Mars upgrades. Do we upgrade that one? I think I will take a shield here. Yeah, there we go. Maybe I should have deployed the Mustangs this turn into a orbiter though, because that might get hit here and then boom, they die. No, they're lucky. Slash my shield was good. That's also a thing, obviously. Alright, so this side is just over. On this side it looks a little bit wonky. I think there needs to be some more doggies there and whatnot. Okay, photon emission, Vulcan's descent. He might go for the factory if he's a real baller. Front Mustang here to get rid of these fangs ASAP. Some oilage here. I might as well take the upgrade, right? He goes Steel Ball, Mechanical Division. But he doesn't have... Huh? What the hell? He doesn't have a Sub-Steel Ball. Why does he pick that? Very weird. But yeah, now we have the Mustangs to clear the loose formation crawlers. Maybe he's trying to go for synergy with his loose crawlers here or something? Not sure about this. Look at that goddamn steel ball though. Very annoying. Yeah, it looks like the Arclights are not nerfed enough. At least it doesn't feel like it is. Farsia is pretty good into hounds, right? There's also some anti-air versus Overlord. Fire Badger, Fortress. I mean, Fire Badger is good here to pop the oil. But that's just a one-turn play, so meh. I think I will actually grab the Farsia. Triple recruit another Mustang. Get our HP back. Sure. He goes Fire Extinguisher. That's great because I don't use fire and it's a wasted upgrade. Even though it got buffed. And he goes actually Scanning Radar. I like that. I think I want Scanning Radar as well, but he's loaning and he's using enhanced range, so that's a pretty feels bad, man. If he loses this round, he's just done for. It looks like he survives this time. Okay, another bombardment, or do we advance targeting system? I think bombardment is better here. So this turn we're gonna alone. Do we also hit the scanning radar, or do we just deploy more chaff here? Mm. .140 range. I think I'd rather have more units on the board. For now at least. So he goes for the orbiter as well. Yeah, orbiter doesn't hit very well here. It drops all of the bombs behind the lines, even though I already put it more forward. That's very weird, I think. Okay, looks like we get completely outscaled with the hounds. Interesting. Even with charge shot arclight. But look at this, we couldn't even get through the shields like at all. Alright, what kind of play do we need? I mean, it has to be air, right? His anti-air is pretty weak. So I think Wraith is probably the correct call here. I think I will try that. Just elite recruit a few Wraith. T-Bar doesn't do anything anymore, so I think we will sell out of that. Yeah, he still has all the shields. I don't think we can win here. At all. He goes worms. I think worms are not as good. But I'm not sure if the Wraith has enough to carry. I mean, I probably need a high explosive ammo if I want to do that. And I do not run, which is it called? A Legion Beam. But I think we just got outscaled. I don't think I did anything wrong with playing the Arclight comp. But Elite Arclight apparently does not beat Elite Hound. The rest was just writing on the wall pretty much. Yeah. Because the Farseer plays and whatnot, that was not a huge difference maker. Neither was the Steel Ball. Maybe I should have Elite recruited more Mustangs to get ahead on the levels and clear the chaff faster. But I don't think chaff clear looked like the problem. It was... Yeah, maybe it was. I don't know. So it looks like spamming Mars chaff into the Arclight line does still work out. I mean, probably he dies to fire before he clicks that, and he was almost dead before he could set it up. but I still think that's interesting because I wouldn't have thought that the difference would be that high. Okay, what do we do here? So standard Mustang carry, and then oh, we have S-Man actually. Nice. Okay, maybe then we should move them more forward. And then crawlers behind. Yeah, S-Man was a great carry unit. That was so fun to play, especially in this mode. That's something I should also experiment with. When I think putting Assault Marksman on the bar is worth it most of the time. In the real late game scenarios with Marksman, both parties most likely made a mistake. Oh, very good round. You. Big Phoenix is coming in. Oh, we got some hounds. This tower looks very dead to me. Can't really stop that though. There's barely anything on this side either. I mean, the hounds is 200 cost as well. That is very bad. Good job, the Big Fang too, to kill the Phoenix here. I think I like that. Should just try to assassinate that squad. I don't think we can prevent this tower from going down even with a missile. Ah, this is bad. Level 2 crawls are so strong in this kind of scenario. Uh-oh. Let's hope the marksman can snap the tower in time. Do it. There we go. Because as soon as the Agda hits the Mustangs, we just lose. Whoa, look at that. Phoenix almost got the tower. Good stuff, good stuff. We got all the big boys now. Some crawler is probably necessary. These things are really, really ugly because of the experimental drill. And then there's the level 4 crawler too. Ugh. We could try to EMAG this one. So we have time to finish it off. I think I like that. Some crawler is super strong though. It's very questionable. Alright, let's see it. Yeah, we can deal with the experimental crawlers. Nice, nice. Let's hope we can kill some level 4 crawlers with all the marksmen, because that is a lot of XP. Okay, he goes for the missile spam now. Enhancement module would be probably worth. Very expensive though. Level 3 steel balls, also pretty good. I think I will skip for this one, because we do not have the funds to get this done. Goddamn missile, look at that. There it is. Not the marksman. They got him. I think I need to hit the speed button from now on, because the marksmen are a little bit slow on their feet. And if they can make it from this to this tower faster, we will save a lot of losses. Vulcan is no problem. I guess the level 2 tower was unnecessary here, because we have the oil for that turn. Ooh, 5 steel balls, 8 arc lights, what the hell? I mean, gotta take the 8, right? They will get one shot by the fortresses, but you know. So we will add another crawler here. And then just arc lights everywhere. Even here, so he hopefully burns some units with his Stormcaller. And this time we will hit the range. Oops, that was a misclick. Okay, do we want more damage this turn? I mean, it's against forts too. Yeah, I think so. Oh, here, the AI also loaned. I mean, can't be bad in that case, right? Ew, the fortress actually one-shots my poor marksman there. I don't even remember what counters my marksman comp. I think it's big giants, so hopefully we can get one of the new units in here. The only problem with this mountain guy is, as far as I understand it, the mountain guy doesn't have efficient maintenance on it, so I'm not sure if we even can afford to pick him, even if he shows up. Because it's like a war factory on crack. But we'll see, we'll see. Maybe we can. Okay. I actually think redeployment is nice. That will allow us to move units up the flank. What is this? Oh no, I screwed up my spacing here. Good thing we have redeploy. Need some more crawlers on front here. I think other than that we will save the money. Because I really would like rapid or elite marksman. That's a value EMP though. Makes these experimental arclights very easy to kill. Probably another EMP here. Let's fix that real quick. Do we need to drop oil this turn? I mean, maybe not. Don't have the money for elite marksman, that's a little bit scary. So I think I will actually learn this turn. Get the deploys out and the high speed chase mode. And then we add more marksmen to the flank here. Hopefully not get annihilated by these missiles, because we have 3 Mustangs, right? Ah, one of them got through. Well, so far it's looking pretty good. 8 storm callers. Holy moly. We need the phoenixes though. I also like the fire badges because they're quite quick. Big melter in the middle. Phoenixes are very, very expensive. I think I will just take the badgers, right? There's so many deploys again. So keep selling those pesky arc lights. The fire badges in here. Not very many marksmen leveled there. Also not a good fire turn here, I believe. One more interception Mustang. Alright. Let's see how it does. So more EMP effects? Or a laser sight? Laser sight is also pretty decent. I think EMP is too much value to not run it. So this is the turn where we hit the big button. Let's hit that badger. Move the marksman up. Excuse me. Okie dokie. Looks good. Holy moly. Our fire badger up front got annihilated by the Arclight. Maybe I should have hit temp range this this turn. I guess it's fine. Efficient light manufacturing, still worth it. Look at that, 13 upgrades. Holy moly. Oh no, I don't have any money anymore. I guess we set a Mustang? Because we need that crawler here, that has to stay alive. Ah, it doesn't fit. Damn it. Guess we will put some in the back here. We'll also attempt to pull one or two of these marksmen back here. Ew, hacker with EMP? That is actually cheating against assault marksman. Parasitic ammo on that overlord. On the Vulcan. That's not nice. We have a bunch of shotguns though, so should be fine. Ooh, we actually might burn the hacker. Rage Fangs working on our tower. Can we get rid of the freaking Vulcan? Oh, the parasitic ammo does us dirty here. Okay. Got him. Not even worried. Okay, there is some flankage coming now. Ooh, look at this, 6 level 8 hounds. That is some crazy doggies. I think I will actually take that one. They are very good against the crawlers here, even without upgrades. Actually, they will take XP here from their marksman if I deploy them there. So we need way more crawlers now. Look at that Arclight. Still hasn't died off. Another marksman into the corner, so that Rhino hopefully gets one shot. Do we need more crawler upgrades? Kind of need subterranean. I think I will keep the rest of the money for next round. See if we can take out that Rhino. Kind of. Oh, almost got to whirlwind my poor marksman. Yeah, doggies are holding fine here. Have to be a little bit careful with overleving our marksman as well, because we already have some at level 8 almost, so I can't mass upgrade very soon. Marksmen have 3 life in this mode, and 3 life sometimes is not enough. Oh, that Siege Scorpion though, ugh. That is gonna hurt a lot. That's a level 7 Siege Scorpion, my Gideons. I think we have to double EMP that, because that is a gigantic shield. So level 7, 6, 5, 4, 4. I think it's still okay. So the doggos. Click all the buttons. We're lacking a little bit in assault marksman on our main line here, because I put so many in the corner. So I think I will actually try to get some more in the middle here. We'll do the upgrades. I don't know what to do with my money other than that. Probably redeploy another dog to this corner, so the Scorpion does target that. Yeah, I think that's fine. Delays the Mustangs a little bit. Do we get the shield down? We do, okay. That Scorpion is scary though, that's a humongous unit. Looks like we are fine for now, but we need Chef to survive. Yeah, otherwise this happens. But as you can see, the missile interception on the Mustangs does very well here. And that's why I upgraded tower to level 5 even. That's very expensive, but I mean, we had the money. Look at that tower. He had a protective little shell of crawlers around him. Ew. High level fangs here. I guess we can go incendiary then. So incendiary. Upgrade 70 marksman, why not? Ah, look at that. This is what I was afraid of. So now we need to deploy some actual units down here so we don't get ransacked by rhinos. Oh no, this crawler does actually die this turn. That is quite unfortunate. This is so many rhinos. Holy smokes. Well, let's see if we can kill that. I will even attempt to shield. These guys can't be slowed either, so no rockets for me. Could go mech rage here, so we get faster to this tower. I think that's the play. So we're going extra fast now. Look at these rhinos, there's so many of them too. Run! Get the tower, okay. And he also has a freaking portable shield, my goodians. That is some true Unga Bunga action going on here. Look at that. Crosses so fast they can't even be touched by fire. Maybe not the Mustangs though. Won't do it. There's some random unit of fangs here in the corner. That actually does kill our Mustangs off. Okay, another Unga Bunga turn. Phantom Ray, maybe? I mean, we can hit the burst mode and try to burst down the shields, right? Then we hit the armor button, so the fangs can't hurt us. Or we can at least pretend they don't. Delete that dog. And get more crawlers. Oh, look at that. Our big boy crawler got actually killed, so we have to replace him with the newest version. Need more crawlers in front here. Okay, there's another Mustang that needs upgrades. I think one of our Mustangs got actually sold off because I didn't pay attention. Ugh, that means these guys will get hit by a missile this turn. That is not good. I mean, the Phantom Rays are kind of alive. Level 9 Fang though. Wow. Yeah, they can kill the Phantom Rays. But the Phantom Rays got a lot of XP, so they will not get sold anytime soon. Oh, tower debuff. Just a millisecond though. Yep. Assman still looking pretty powerful. Okay, this is where it gets serious because we need to kill a lot of Wraiths here. Can't even photon these guys. These guys I can actually deny their coating. Alright, another 18 upgrades. Ooh, this marksman is gonna die. I think I will attempt to redeploy him to safety. Then we have to replace the Mustangs, otherwise we will get annihilated by rockets. Another crawler unit. Ah, this crawler is also dead. I think the Phantom Rays will not get any upgrades. They need those for later, otherwise they will die. There's some big boyos coming, but it's not that bad, I think. Could sell that hound, but I'm not sure what I would buy with that one. I think we have to hit the at least tier 1 tower here. Oh, those are level 4 crawlers, level 8 crawler. Okay, never mind. We nuke that real quick. Then I would argue even a one shield here is good because there's level 6 and level 5 Wraith right in my face. This is where we realize we do not have enough EMP stop power. Let's see if we can take out that tower, because a boat is not useful. Come on, crawlers. Okay. Tower is dead, but our entire marksman lineage got nuked into the Stone Age. So it's just the big boys in the back and a nest of guys holding out in the back here. This acid degen stuff is so degenerate. No pun intended. Oh, we did it. Okay, okay. I think that was one of the harder rounds too for our lineup. Another EP. I mean, I think the slot is better here. Oh, look at that. All these marksmen are almost dead. Freaking Doggo survived, obviously. Oh no. This is no bueno. More crawlers. Add more Mustangs for sure. Can we save another marksman by redeploying him? I mean, it's a level 9 dude, right? He has to live. Otherwise, we're losing too much. Level 9 Sledgehammer. Can the crawlers even kill that? Let's hope the marksman can. Okay, big boats is not a problem for us because we can kill those quickly. Are these shielded wasps? They are not. Nice. Okay, so the sledge threat is dealt with. There is some big sledges in this corner. Our Phantom Rays do not have energy shield yet. I also need that upgrade. Oh no, our crawlers are suiciding. No. They were so young. I still haven't seen any giant unit drop though. Did they forget to add those in? Okay, there's a Death Knell, level 6. Holy smokes. That is a big dude. I guess this is gonna be our... I mean, if we sell that, we could get a new unit, but we can't get the big Titan boy. We could go for Abyss. When we have to, right? I mean, Giga Death Knell is also very, very fun. Oh well. So we're gonna elite recruit 3 of these bad boys, just like we own the world. And to be quite honest, I'm not even sure if that is a good play. I'm pretty sure it's not. I mean, fire is not worth it here. EMAG is for sure. They don't have any techs either now. That's a little bit horrible. But I mean, I'm buying them for the killing power later. When they get to kill the big giants, right? Have to get these upgrades, I mean. That dude is still alive, that's great. Yeah. Next turn we lose 200 for each of these units, but at least we can get the upgrades. I think the upgrades are more important than having life and money. Alright, Abyss. Laser these overlords. Bzzzt. Kind of dealing damage. They get good XP though, because those are level 6 and level 9 overlords. It doesn't even damage the Vulcan, it's level 9. Survive! Don't die! Ah. Okay. I think laser sight sounds good. We put that on the level 9 marksman. It says 175 range. I think we die here. The problem is there will be more and more and more steel balls, and then this thing will also produce more steel balls, and we don't have EMP effects. At least I don't think. Do we go with swarm missiles? I mean... Right, we die for the memes. Can't even upgrade them both, because I'm too goddamn level 9 crawler. We can do it like this maybe. 2 missiles. Then we sell out of something. Do we sell a phantom ray? And then we use our big boyo here to kill those steel balls, right? I'm sure he can handle that. I'm sure nothing will go wrong. Oh no, I don't have any more crawlers up here. That's even worse. Holy moly. Didn't even see that those got sold. Okay, I guess if Abyss is good, it's gonna carry this game. Otherwise, I don't really see how we do it. Okay, swarm missiles are swarming. He did delete 2 of the units here. Cannot really deal with the experimental steel balls though. And there goes my tower. Photon emission everywhere. I don't know. I mean, it can barely miss, but apparently we lose on round 18. I mean, to be honest, I think even with my normal marksman setup, we would have died. Did the second most damage? This did the first. That's good, right? Yeah, but look at this. This level 9 Wraith. It's an absolute raid boss, has degen, and we don't have EMPs. Feels bad, man. Alright, but at least we get to play the freaking Abyss for one game here. Oh, look at that, we also got a lot of monies. Can we get a skin? Yeah, they're all at 20k something. Maybe tomorrow. I mean, this one doesn't look that good, so I don't mind. Alright, that's gonna be it for me for today, because I will stream tomorrow anyway. So I hope you guys had some fun. Thank you guys for watching, and see you guys tomorrow. Bye bye.